What's going on, everybody? Tori here. Just wanted to hop on Sunday, a little pre-market analysis before we open. Just wanted to see kind of what we got going on. So currently on the daily, looking at NQ right now. We'll look at NQ and ES because ES is also showing me a little bit more of a stronger confirmation too. Both of them look very similar, but the fact that ES filled our daily imbalance. So like you can see daily wise, we had yesterday. So this is our Friday's trading day. We're going to open up on Sunday. But this day we came down, we took out previous day's low on the daily, and we really shot up deeply into our premium area here. And we had that New York reversal. We had the London session long up to here, the New York reverse down. But overall, long term, I'm expecting us to shift down. But this week, I kind of feel like we want to be attracted a little higher up here. So on NQ, looking at this order block, we did mitigate the body of it already, even on this push, even way prior here. But price came up to here. We did mitigate that body again. We kind of came down, and then this last trading day, we shot up above, took these daily highs. Let's go to the 4 hour. So we can see price came up, took the daily highs. So we did this during London. It came up into that deep premium first. We took the highs, then price came down and then took that daily low. So that's where we are currently. So in the daily, again, we took down that daily low. So now looking at ES, we took the daily low, but also on ES, we had a little tiny miniature imbalance right here as well that we completely filled. So, and then also looking at ES, this same order block that we were looking at on NQ was not mitigated. So on ES, even this area here, we came up to it. Yeah, we did mitigate the wick, but we didn't touch the body yet. So I feel like this week we might have some attraction up here still, and then we could shift down. So I'm probably not going to play anything Sunday and Monday. I'm just going to watch on the sidelines, see what we do. I'll show you later on, a little later in this video, what I'm anticipating for market open. We'll see what it does, but I don't think I'm going to be trading it, especially since it's a holiday Monday, and I don't want to be pushing it. It could be pretty volatile, or it could just be really choppy, ugly price action. But nonetheless, you could still paper trade it. You could live trade it if you really want to, super light. Maybe I will. We'll see. I might go super light with micros if I want to, but since the holiday and everything, I feel like I might just watch on the sidelines. But we'll see. I mean, it still does look pretty clean. So, like I was saying, yes, we didn't hit that daily order block yet. So I want to see price probably because, like I was showing, the 4 hour took the highs first. We came down, took that daily low. And then ES also has this imbalance offered to us. So we took that daily low, filled that imbalance, and now price is looking like it could move up. And then here on the 4 hour, we don't really have anything super clean here holding price down. We could possibly look at this as a rejection block or these old highs as a level of liquidity, yes. But ultimately, I think that we could reach up to these old daily highs, this order block area, maybe even this, volume imbalance right here that we have. We could possibly fill this up a little bit up here and then be overall shifting down. Because also looking at the weekly higher time frame as well, let's look at just the continuous without all the annotations. But just looking at the weekly, you can see this week we popped up and we came into that deep premium of this range and this weekly bearish order block. And my monthly analysis, I was anticipating us to be shorting because we took out all these highs. We're in a quarterly shift, and we have, you know, our IPTA data range. We have roughly about 120 days of look back of just buy side. So we're gonna have to come and fill this eventually. I mean, we have about from current trading, we have about 241 days of data of all just buy side. So the fact that we came up here, I am anticipating a quarterly shift down. So then weekly, that's also confirming it a little bit. We have that bearish order block that we're touching, and then we have clear weekly potential down. We have weekly, mitigation block. Just looking at this area here, these old lows, even this weekly volume imbalance, this imbalance down here. Yes, it's going to take some time to reach down there, but This is kind of like how you should be analyzing. I kind of want to do this just live so you guys can see how I look at the higher time frame, how I kind of generate that bias, and then how to fine tune it. So if we're expecting short, let's go back to our NQ chart with the drawings on it. So if we're expecting short, you want to catch price on a swing high. You want to be catching it at certain points in time, certain times of the day that I'll go over with you guys as well. But there's certain times of the day where you want to be looking at price and seeing it. If we're bearish, you want to be seeing it shoot up and make a swing high, mitigating a bearish PD array. And that if it's in that certain point in time, that certain time of day where we then see that reaction up into a PD array, and we're bearish in our minds, that's when you want to be grabbing your entry short. You want to be buying low, selling high, buying and selling high, and then taking profit low. So the way to really look at that, so if we're bearish on the daily, I do want to see some attraction up top to these levels because it's going to want to open and then take some previous week liquidity up top and then get a shift down. So to keep it simple, I see that we took those daily lows. ES showed us that it took the daily lows and had an imbalance that it filled, and we're showing intent to move up on the 4 hour. This is this time frame. So then nothing on the 4 hour stopping us to the upside. I want to be targeting this daily mean threshold of that daily order block. So that's what I kind of want to see happen minimally. And then looking at the 1 hour, so we have that daily low once again, took it out, and we came up from it. We have 1 hour old lows here, like a mitigation block almost. I'm not really paying too much attention to this because I don't think, I want to see price just blow through that. But just to keep your eyes on it, that's what's kind of holding price currently in this consolidation. But we see price came down, came up, and we almost created a failure swing here. This is how I'm looking at it. So we came down, price showed that it didn't want to stop at that point of liquidity. It came down, easily broke through it. It didn't stop and then broke through, and then we came up. And then we came down to try to offer sell side again, but price couldn't. So we had a failure swing coming down, and it came right down to our level of liquidity and pushed from it. So this now creates our new breaker. So there's two types of swing. There's two types of swing points. There's a breaker swing point. Price comes boom below it immediately, and then offers that breaker. So it would come like this. So our daily low. A breaker swing point, you would see price immediately just rip right down to it, comes up, then gives us that breaker. So what you see is price comes down to it, doesn't break through it like immediately or initially, right? It comes just down to it or just right above it, and then you see price come up, shoots down through it, and then goes up. So our entry would be right here. So you'd be looking at this breaker. Anything that comes back to that, you'd be looking to long on because price gave us a high, lower low, higher high. So we have high, low, higher high. There's your breaker. So you would enter on any mitigation back down then to this. Price should go up, right? Same thing though. So we have that kind of swing point. We also have a failure swing is what I'm kind of anticipating this as. So a failure swing, you would see price come, it would come slice through it immediately, and then price would come up and it would fail to make a lower low, fail to swing again, bouncing at that liquidity point and then distributing higher. So then once you see this move up, this is our breaker. So you see then we have a high, low, higher, high. This is your new breaker that you'd want to enter on. So then price would come up and then you should see it come back down, retesting that range and then continue up. Those are the two types of swing points you want to be looking out for. So when you see a significant level, you want to see how price is reacting to it to then kind of tell you a little more about what's going on. So paying attention to that, this is what I kind of see here going on. We have, if you look at the 15-minute price came down, we're bullish in our eyes because like I was telling you, the daily, the higher time frame, we took the daily low. ES took the daily low as well, had the daily imbalance we filled, creeping off of it. And then price here offered us, we had in my eyes, this looks to me as a failure swing because we came down, we broke through that level, we shot up, we came back to it, and now we're distributing higher. So we have high, low, higher, high. This, in my eyes, is our bullish breaker on the 15-minute. And then also just looking at the 30-minute, we have an order block. So this line shows us from this point to this point, mean threshold of that order block. And then looking at the 15 again, we also have this miniature little imbalance right here. So we have this high, low, higher, high. So that would be a bullish breaker. We have an inversion for value gap. So we have this, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. That price, when it came to it, didn't distribute down. So it kind of invalidated the highs of it and then started to use it as support. So this is our inversion zone, also lining up with that 30-minute mean threshold, and then also our 15-minute breaker right here. So kind of, I'm not going to play this session, but how this is my analysis so far. So I'm kind of seeing, we still got to see how price opens, how the Asian session kind of forms. And there's certain times of the day where I like to play and really catch those entries that I'll go into later. But I kind of want to see how we react. I want to see us probably come down into here and possibly some points today or tomorrow come into a deeper premium. So kind of reacting down from this level, maintaining, this swing point. This should be a failure swing. And, we'll see how it plays out, but we might see price come down to here. And then I want to see us kind of continue up higher into that daily up here, this daily mean threshold, and then overall shift. So I want to then see how Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday forms, and maybe Tuesday to Wednesday, if we can be identifying a shift in structure. We then want to see price on our sensitive times of day. We want to see price forming swing highs into a deep premium, into a premium PD array, where then we could be getting our shorts. So that's what I'm kind of looking for this upcoming week. We still, like I said, we got to see how it plays out. But yeah, just recording this session just a little bit prior to Sunday Open. So we'll see how Sunday opens, how we react to these levels. But this is just a quick rundown of how I kind of look at it and how you guys should be also kind of trying to analyze it in tandem. So like kind of look at how I look at price levels, just keeping it really simple, looking at your high time frame and then fine tuning that down to the 15, the hourly, and looking for those entries. But just keeping it real simple. This is not too hard once you've practiced it for a while and you kind of understand everything to look at. But it's real awesome once everything starts to click and you feel, like you have, your edge. It's really cool having that edge and being confident on your own analysis. So we'll see, guys. Playing this too, I want to add, I like to wait oftentimes before any trades. I wait for Asian session to form because that's going to tell you a lot. So even like real quick, I'll give you this example and then we'll close. But I mean, like this session here, you want to wait for, like, if you're bullish, you want to see price coming under Asian session. That's where it's going to give you that entry. So like right here, we had Asian session that formed. Price came below Asian session during our sensitive time of day, and it came down. That's where you want to be looking at that discount entry. Sorry, yeah. So, but yeah, looking at just this. So like that's why I don't want to rush into, and I wouldn't recommend you guys to rush into anything. You want to kind of see, um, you want to see how Asia forms. You want to pay attention to the PD rates because it can be a little tricky. Because like if you enter an Asian session and you're entering prematurely, you might be entering like a short because we came into this imbalance right here. Yeah, it played out, but it didn't really distribute to any external, liquidity. And really, the longs was the play. So, I mean, you could get caught up in this, oh, we're going to go short, boom, boom, boom. But really, what you want to wait for is let the chop play out. Wait for your time of day to see what it's offering you. And that's going to show you very clearly where it's trying to fake out everybody. And that's where you really want to be paying attention to, inversing that and kind of, because this is where the market's playing everybody. It's faking everyone out. We're short. Everyone in retail is playing the breakout here. We're bouncing off we're retesting the 50 EMA right here. We're gonna short. We got an imbalance right here, but really, price came down into a discount. We have a point of interest on the hourly during this period of time. We have it coming below our Asian session. We have it coming below midnight open. We have it reacting to a bullish order block. Took out some internal range liquidity, but it didn't take out any external range liquidity. So that offers us, some more liquidity, right? In the sense of market then just took out a bunch of sell stops, stopped out a bunch of people going long, and then boom, off to the races. So you don't want to be entering too aggressively, and that's why I'm saying you need to wait for time to tell you clearly what price is doing. So you got to have your analysis, have your higher time frame analysis, but then wait for specific times of the day, the kill zones, to be seeing what price is offering you. And if it's offering you that deep discount and higher time frame, you're bullish, and it's offering you a deep discount and you're in a higher time frame discount PD array at that time of day, that's giving you all the confluence you need right there, and all the confidence you need right there to be, in your position. Same thing going short. If you're at that specific AM kill zone, New York AM kill zone or like a London kill zone, and you see it's offering you that deep premium price, you want to be then looking for shorts, especially if you're at a higher time frame, discount PD array, or I mean premium PD array up here. You'd be looking for that short down. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm gonna post this on YouTube right now, and we'll keep these going. I think I might do like a weekly like every Sunday. Maybe we could do a pre-market every Sunday for the week. Kind of have a weekly bias, and then um, maybe a couple live trades on here weekly as well. I don't know. We'll see what I want. I kind of want to keep active here on YouTube as well. Kind of, not just for the Traders Evolve community, but just on YouTube to have some free content out there for people to learn from. That's definitely something I want to do. Um, but I'm just working on what I want to, how I want to get the content out there, what schedule we should kind of set up. But it's been a lot of fun, and loving getting this content out to you guys. So keep it up. Hit me up if you need any help with anything. Like, comment, subscribe. Run it up, and let's keep going, guys. Have fun with this, and let's really learn. Let's buckle down, and let's take this serious, because if you master this skill, this is financial freedom right here. This is generational wealth, compound growth. If you can master this, and don't rush it, but if you can take your time with this and really, after some good time, really feel confident in it and see these things, all these moving variables coming together, and all meshing together, it's crazy. So I want to be able to help you guys get to that level, because it's a beautiful thing, and I think everyone deserves freedom in their life. So let's get it. Peace out, everybody.